This is the AM News. Let's start now. The Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, that is CHRAJ, has condemned the Ayawaso West Wuogon Member of Parliament, Lydia Al-Hassan, who was captured in a viral video distributing food to security officials who waited in line to cast their vote on Monday. CHRAJ Commissioner Joseph Whittle welcomed the Office of the Special Prosecutor's decision to commence an investigation into the incident. Dr. Whittle said the incident was an act of voter inducement, which should not be tolerated heading into the December 7th polls.
Election Headquarters is brought to you by Petrosol Platinum Energy, Energizing Dreams, Chopbox Technology, a convenient service, German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental, Wellness and Beauty, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants (CIMA), and the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants (AICPA), together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging the gaps for positive youth development. Syntex Tanks, Air Strong, Air Tough, Potential Real Estate, your trusted partner in real estate. Deluxe Paint, Paint Mu Champion.
We were not there, but we saw the media carried certain unsettling developments, particularly in Ayawaso West Wuogon, and it falls within the checklist that we use to monitor. And that is particularly, I'm not saying it is true. I know the Member of Parliament has denied it, but it's not right to treat as the legal term, to share food, to share money to anybody in the queue in preparation to vote, because it is tantamount to corruption and an integrity issue. So having seen that could happen even to security officials, we have always assumed that would not be the case. It never happened in the past, but this time around, it seems it has happened, so we will factor that into our next election.
Council of Elders of the National Democratic Congress, that is the NDC, is demanding the Electoral Commission show a high sense of responsibility ahead of Saturday's election, citing various occasions of inconsistency in the operations of the EC, including shortfall in the ballot papers for some regions and issues with serial numbers leading to burning of millions of ballot papers. Speaking in a press conference after the last council meeting of the Council of Elders, Chairman Alhaji Mahama Idrisu saying such inconsistencies show incompetence, which negatively affects perception and derails trust in the election management body.
We urge the Electoral Commission to set its act together if they are to ensure free, fair, and credible elections. It isn't easy for the public to accept its assurance for robust and frequent and transparent elections when day in and day out you hear and read of stories suggesting poor management on its part, the latest being the last-minute decision to reprint ballot papers for special voting in the western and eastern regions of Ghana. The mantra of the EC is that elections are won at the polling stations. While that is true, the EC must ensure the accuracy of the figures it totals and avoid what happened in the 2020 elections when percentages kept changing.
Meanwhile, the president says he is keen on seeing Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia over as the next president of Ghana. According to the president, John Mahama's promise to transform Ghana's economy lacks basis, especially as his 24-hour economy proposal cannot be backed by his track record. Here's more.
The facts are there for all of us to look at. Nothing has happened to change the perception of this man. No policy, even the 24-hour policy that is being talked about. Up till now, we have not had any roadmap. Asked, what is it? Said, oh, the policy is in any event a voluntary one. What does that mean? When you have a voluntary policy by a government, what kind of a policy is that? Government makes policy, and the population is meant to take it as voluntary. Then it's not policy. Policy is one thing that binds all of us. But you have that, a record of failure on one side, and which was well recognized by the people of Ghana, and that is why in 2016 they refused to allow him a second term. Against an individual who has been number two in a government that has worked, that has delivered a considerable amount across all aspects of our national life, who is determined to build on that and add more, who is saying that he's in a position to give us the leadership that is required for our country in this fourth age of industrial revolution, the fourth industrial revolution age, which is in fact strategically, geopolitically, the most important matter confronting us as a people at this time in our history. You have all your political allegiances and views, and that is how it should be. The diversity of political views, the diversity of political action is what some of us gave our lives to, making sure that we would have a Ghana where people could differ.
The National Commission for Civic Education has held a peace walk in Cape Coast to promote peace and unity ahead of the 2024 general elections. The exercise saw participants walking through some principal streets of the city, calling on residents to eschew violence and embrace peace. Central Regional Correspondent Erica Sante has more.
It was a colorful and spirited peace walk in Cape Coast as the National Commission for Civic Education, NCCE, in collaboration with traditional authorities and political stakeholders, took to the streets. Their message was simple: peace before, during, and after the 2024 polls. Mercy Asian is Acting Director, NCCE, Central Region.
NCCE, all that we are preaching is peace. It is for that reason that we invited all the political parties in the Central Region, particularly in Cape Coast here. We know that once we have a very successful and peaceful election, the peace and the victory goes for all Ghanaians. It's not going to go for NCCE, it's not going to go for any political party, but for all Ghanaians, every citizen in this country. So that's the main reason why NCCE, we are embarking on this exercise. We want victory. Victory and victory alone, peace and peace alone for Ghana and for the entire nation as a whole, for every single individual citizen in this country.
The event also had the full backing of the Ogua traditional area. Nana Benyin Amwa, representative of the Omahene, emphasized the importance of unity within the community.
As at now, I will say I've never seen any war within Ogua. I'm so happy about it. Just look at what happened during the Afeshe Festival. Everybody was each other's keeper. We were all moving freely. We had it very nicely. Whatever party we win, let's know ourselves as brothers and sisters. If your brother is celebrating, don't think you have lost. You can celebrate with your brother, just as we did during the Afeshe Festival. Let all of us be each other's keeper, and we will have peace in Ogua.
Isaac Menu, aspiring MP for Cape Coast South, underscored the importance of peace.
It is my wish that at the end of the election, that is after December 7th election, all of us will accept the results of the election so that we will have our peace.
Youth and Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf has stated that the maze of jobs created by the NPP government showed that it's just not about promises, but practical and measurable results, which transforms the lives of the people. Speaking at the commissioning of the BK Adama Multi-Purpose Youth Center in Wa, he noted that over 10,000 youth has been trained on technical, vocational and solar panel installations and digital marketing. He said in partnership with the CCI Global, established the state-of-the-art call center, which trained 20,000 graduates in the country. Joining his Upper West Regional correspondent, Rafiq Salam, reports.
Construction of the multi-purpose youth resource centers in 10 regions of the country began in 2018 as part of the government's agenda to ensuring that all regions in the country have modern sporting facilities. SafeCare Enterprise Limited was given the mandate and responsibility to construct the War Multi-Purpose Youth Resource Center, now renamed after former Defense Minister in the Second Republic and a lost son of War, Bukar Pegala Sundanga Adama. Managing Director of SafeCare Enterprise Limited, Hadi Bin Sali, put his best foot forward to ensure that he completed the first phase of the project with distinction. He was later given additional responsibility to continue with the second phase of the project, which he meticulously executed. The project comprised of a standard football pitch, 6-lane athletic track, stands with a seating capacity of up to 5,000 spectators, entrepreneurship center, and information technology hub. It also has a restaurant, tennis, basket and volleyball courts, and a long jump track. Youth and Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf, before he commissioned the multi-million-dollar project, enumerated some projects embarked on by the government, which has created thousands of jobs for the people.
We have trained over 10,000 youth in technical, vocational skills, including solar panel installation, digital marketing, and recently, our partnership with CCI Global established a state-of-the-art call center and creating more than 20,000 jobs for graduates. These efforts demonstrate that the vision of His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his Vice President Dr. Bawumia is not just about promises, but practical and measurable results that transforms life.
The Youth and Sports Minister then used the opportunity to talk about some unparalleled feats that the government has struck in the last 8 years.
Before 2017, the assumption of office of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Ghana had only 3 astroturf in the entire country, the whole country. Today, as we speak, yesterday, I was in Zabzugu to commission additional astroturf. We have commissioned over 200 astroturf in Ghana. A world-class swimming pool at Botiman, athletics tracks at Legon and also Botiman, tennis courts, world-class tennis court at Botiman, multi-purpose dome in Botiman Sports Complex, and also the University of Ghana.
Turning to the BK Adama Multi-Purpose Youth Resource Center, Mustafa Yusuf has this to say.
This facility will not only boost and host sports facilities, activities, but also serve as a resource center for skills development, leadership training, entrepreneurship, ensuring our youth are equipped to excel in all areas of life.
Our Power Minister Stephen Yakubu noted that youth development remains the cornerstone of the country's development agenda, explaining the reason why they are continuing investing on initiatives that create opportunities for the youth of the country.
The Upper West region has a rich reservoir of talented and enterprising young people. However, challenges such as unemployment, limited access to education, and inadequate skills development opportunities often hinder their progress. This center offers a platform to bridge these gaps by equipping our youth with the tools and resources they need to succeed.
Overlord of the Wala State, Now for say the Polipo the fourth in a speech on his behalf by his spokesperson, Nakadir Ibrahim, was thanking the government for the project and the youth to make judicious use of the facility. For the people of War and the region at large, the magnificent edifice is an architectural and engineering marvel.
Away from our election headquarters, the Ghana Health Service says it's facing increasing lawsuits attributed to negligence and disregard for quality standards, raising urgent concerns about the state of healthcare delivery. To address these challenges, 19 SafeCare assessors have graduated from a rigorous training program, marking a significant step towards institutionalizing quality improvement practices in public healthcare facilities. Emmanuel Jivenu reports.
At the SafeCare Assessors graduation in Accra, Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick Kumabwaji, did not shy away from addressing the gravity of the situation.
Nowadays, as you are aware, we get sued. Ghanaians are smarter now. And all the suits are because we did not take our quality processes seriously. And now they are garnishing our accounts. They are charging, the judges are giving huge fines.
The Director General stressed the importance of institutionalizing SafeCare practices as a solution to improving service delivery across the health sector.
The vision of the Ghana Health Service and all of us here is to institutionalize the SafeCare system to make it a culture for the entire service. This way, service delivery will be inextricably linked to quality and safety. Every health workers will be empowered with the quality improvement and work improvement teams to continuously improve quality of care using data and evidence-based medicine.
The 19 assessors trained under Farm Access are tasked with championing SafeCare standards in healthcare facilities in 10 regions of the country. The initiative is part of a larger effort to address the alarming statistics shared by the CEO of Farm Access and founder of SafeCare, Dr. Nicole Speaker.
Make sure that you continue on that institutionalization journey, that I see the evidence right here today. Because quality improvement is key. I told you about the 5 million lives a year that we are losing. And yet quality improvement, very often, I see this in every part of the continent, tend to be donor programs instead of institutionalized government-owned programs.
With this milestone, stakeholders are optimistic about embedding quality and safety at the heart of healthcare delivery.
We acknowledge the rigor and intensity of the process we have undergone. It is with immense pride and joy we stand here, ready to contribute as certified assessors, facilitators, and mentors. We pledge to serve diligently in our respective roles, striving to enhance the quality of healthcare within Ghana Health Service as envisioned by our Director General.
Training of the 19 SafeCare assessors marks a turning point for the Ghana Health Service as it seeks to embed quality and accountability into the fabric of its operations to prevent further legal battles and improve healthcare outcomes nationwide. Emmanuel Jivenu, Joy News.
In other stories, the Christian Health Association of Ghana has commissioned its state-of-the-art SafeCare Hub in Accra, marking a significant leap forward in ensuring safe, patient-centered healthcare for millions of Ghanaians. The new facility symbolizes CHAG's relentless commitment to patient-centered care, healthcare excellence, and innovation. Emmanuel Jivenu again.
It is a new chapter for healthcare in Ghana. The CHAG SafeCare Hub, a sanctuary of excellence, will serve as a center for training, research, and safe care delivery, addressing the needs of over 8 million people who rely on CHAG's network of facilities annually. Dr. Patrick Yeboah is the executive director of CHAG.
This facility is also an expression of our vowed commitment to ensure that we champion and foster safe care quality improvement program as an integral part of the entire CHAG portfolio.
The Director of Policy, Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation at the Ministry of Health, Emma Ofori-Ajiman, praises CHAG for setting a benchmark for quality health care. She emphasizes government's commitment to this mission.
Going forward in 2025, we have projected to invest 2.2 billion in CHAG.
Globally, 5 million people die each year due to poor quality care. CEO of Farm Access, Dr. Nicole Speaker, highlights Ghana's leadership in addressing this challenge through the CHAG Safe Care initiative.
I think Ghana has been a leader on the continent in showing how you can make inclusive healthcare financing work. Can only work if it goes hand in hand with that quality of care. And I think that is really where the institutionalization and commitment of CHAG to take leadership and ownership and showing that quality of care really is possible, even in challenged environments.
The Auxiliary Bishop of Accra, Most Reverend John Kwabena Louis, says the Safe Care program is strengthening healthcare quality and safety within CHAG and the Catholic Health Services.
The Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference is naturally proud to be part of the Safe Care journey and commend all efforts at bringing health and healing to the greatest number of people in our country.
Chairman of the Christian Council, Right Reverend Dr. Hilliard Deladogbe, expresses confidence in the sustainability of the Safe Care journey.
This hub, we believe, will house dedicated staff who oversee quality improvements across CHAG facilities.
The chairman of the occasion, Dr. Anefi Asamoah, hails the initiative as a milestone for Ghana's healthcare sector.
I am so proud that today CHAG is taking concrete steps to institutionalize its Safe Care program.
For patients across Ghana, the CHAG SafeCare Hub is more than a building. It is a promise of a better outcome. By focusing on safety, dignity, and innovation, CHAG is transforming lives and ensuring that every patient receives the care they deserve. Emmanuel Jivenu, Joy News, Laboni.
Now, the Associates for Change, Director Leslie Castley-Hayford, has disclosed that over 40% of the over 250 million out-of-school children in Africa are found in West Africa. She said out of the 40% found in West Africa, 1.2 million of these children are found in Ghana, while the majority of the 1.2 million are found in the 5 regions of the north. Dr. Castley-Hayford disclosed this at the 30th anniversary launch of the School for Life in Tamale.
School for Life was established 30 years ago to address the barriers that kept children out of school, particularly in rural and deprived communities in northern Ghana, where access to educational opportunities were far and wide. Delivering a keynote address at the 30th anniversary launch, the guest speaker, Dr. Leslie Castley-Hayford, said data from School for Life and other stakeholders showed that the model being used by the School for Life was not only 1/3 of the cost of primary education, but they also saved government 4 to 5 years of early childhood or lower primary education.
School for Life's model, complementary basic, takes 1/3 the cost of 1 year of primary, but it saves governments in Africa 5 years, 4 years of schooling. From the beginning of KG to the end of P3, a School for Life can transition into P4 without having gone through KG. For African governments, on average, it's $200 per year to put a child through primary education in Ghana or Nigeria. School for Life is less than $60 for 1 unit cost.
The director for School for Life, Widao Saibu, said beyond the complementary basic education program, School for Life also focuses on areas such as teacher professional development, school governance, and management systems, among others.
School for Life also focuses our work on such areas as teacher professional development, school governance and management, system strengthening and accountability, as well as evidence-based advocacy and policy influencing. School for Life intervention also includes citizen-led social accountability processes to promote equitable access to quality basic education, which has benefited and continue to benefit tens of thousands of individuals and communities.
The executive director for the Ghana Developing Communities Association, Dr. Osman Al-Hassan, said there was the need to celebrate School for Life for their continuous impact they are making on the lives of children.
My pride and fulfillment stem from the fact that for the past 30 years, School for Life has existed and is delivering on the very mandate for which it was formed out of GDC. And that is to focus on providing access to education for marginalized children who will have missed out on education. This year also marks the 45th anniversary of the establishment of our Danish partners, the Ghana Friends, who played critical roles in the establishment of both GDCA and School for Life, and have continued to support us after this day.
Coming up next is Business Updates with Benjamin Akapo.
Welcome to Business Updates. Now, government is confident the completion of the third review of the IMF program will accelerate economic growth. Minister of Finance Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam says improved macroeconomic indicators signify a robust economy. Speaking at the monthly economic press briefing, the Member of Parliament for Karaga constituency explained the country's growth trajectory was almost at pre-COVID-19 pandemic levels.
After successfully reaching staff-level agreement with the IMF on the third review on 4th October 2024, the IMF Executive Board yesterday overwhelmingly approved the third review of program implementation, given the strong performance Ghana exhibited towards program objectives and targets. The assessment of Ghana's performance by the fund shows that we've met all the 6 end June 2024 quantitative performance criteria and all 4 end June 2024 indicative targets. It is instructive to note that this is the first time Ghana has met all the indicative targets in a review. We've witnessed a strong and continued rebound in economic activity, with real GDP growth accelerating to 6.9% in Q2 of 2024, after 4.7% growth in Q1 of the year, and up from 3.8% in Q4 in 2023 last year. This was driven largely by robust performance in the industrial, the agricultural, and the ICT sectors.
Now, Ghana has taken a major step towards digitizing its border management systems. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has officially commissioned the e-gates at Terminal 3 of the Kotoka International Airport, streamlining the immigration process for travelers. There's more in this report.
Notably, the Ghana card was recognized by the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, which is headquartered in Montreal, Canada. It was recognized as a valid e-passport card. Since this recognition, Ghanaians have been able to travel to Ghana across 197 countries and accessing over 44,000 airports worldwide with just their Ghana card. So the European Union is advancing its digital travel credential initiative, enabling travelers to submit their credentials digitally in advance for faster clearance. Ghana has embraced these global advancements, integrating biometric verification and digital travel credential technologies into a single platform. This dual capability positions Ghana as a pioneer in intelligent border control.
And that's it for our business updates this morning. Handing over back to Sweetie Abochi.
Thank you, Ben, for bringing us business updates. You want to stay with us because the news review come up next.